What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ghost Gamer. Today, we're reviewing Tomb Raider, finally. It's only been a little while. But first and foremost, before we break into that too much, I want to cover PC versus console video quality, because I kind of know that matters to some of you guys. This is essentially, what you're looking at now is essentially the quality that you'd be seeing off of like a PS3. It's not a bad quality, but you can see, the detail that it has is where it's at. Now, as far as the PC is concerned, because I actually started playing the first half of this on the console and then the second half on the PC, mainly because of, well, other reasons. It wasn't because of the console or anything like that, but I actually jacked the video quality up on the computer to ultimate, and that's what you're seeing right now. I didn't fine-tune anything. I just put it on default for ultimate and ran a benchmark, and that was it. You can actually see how the hair is more defined. It has more strands, more detail to it. Also, the environment itself has more detail, especially in lieu of particles and like your mist and your fog and things like that. I did not record any of the rest of it in Ultimate, mainly because I didn't want to just beat the crap out of the machine the entire time. I have a couple things running in the background other than just VX Tori, so I just dialed it back to high and ran with that. And as you can see, I mean, the quality's still not bad, even on high, which is just it's either essentially the same as the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox, or maybe just a wee bit better, but still not as great as you can get out of a PC, which is kind of common knowledge for a lot of people. Either way, if you are a big fan of the original Tomb Raider, way back on PlayStation 1, and you don't want anything changed, you don't want to leave that direction, I kind of have some bad news for you. It has changed. It has evolved. Essentially, what you're getting is the overall concept of the original Tomb Raider with a lot of the mechanics and flow of the Unreal series, or the Uncharted series, rather, for PlayStation. It's not a bad game, don't get me wrong. It's not bad whatsoever. There are a couple slight details with it, and quite frankly, I've put off buying Tomb Raider for I don't know how long. Well, it's been over a year, mainly because I didn't want to see Crystal Dynamics butcher the original Tomb Raider series, and which I have to say, even though it's been modified and it's evolved and changed, it's not butchered, it's not crap, it's not unnecessary changes, if you will. I think all the changes that they've made along the way is actually for the good compared to for the bad. And unfortunately, I've talked to quite a few people who have had that bad proverbial taste in their mouth because they were expecting the old Tomb Raider with better graphics and larger area to roam. And while I understand where they were coming from, at the same time, I don't know if that would even work to the delight of the publisher or the developer. I'm actually kind of happy with the changes that they made. Matter of fact, I'm actually really looking forward to the new Tomb Raider, the Rise of Tomb Raider, that is coming out shortly, even though I have to wait. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Uncharted. I'm a big fan of the original Tomb Raider, and when you kind of clash both of those together, or smash both of those together rather, this is essentially what you get is the new, this Tomb Raider here, the reboot, if you will. With everything being said, I would have to probably rate it at a solid 7, maybe even an 8, if I had to rate it by scale. The graphics are nice. They didn't skimp on the graphics. Some of the mechanics involved could use a little bit of tweaking. Not a lot of polish, just a very little bit of tweaking. And that's mostly in lieu of, getting rid of some of these quick time events, or, not trying to slow the storyline down with the journal entries. That was one of the main things that annoyed me, is the journal entries, and they kind of lacked emotion. They kind of lacked any kind of speed. It took a while to actually read through them. Not too long, but when you're getting kind of antsy and you want to get back to the gameplay, then it's one of those things that kind of suck. Aside from that, you have the journal entries and the voice acting in the journal entries. The voice acting for the rest of the game is pretty spot on. It's just that for some reason the journal entries kind of seem like they lacked emotion. But then again, it may just be me. It has some collision issues. Certain things that you would expect to be able to maneuver around or squeeze through, and etc., etc. You can't because of a collision. I don't want to say screwed, but there's been times where I've tried essentially threading the proverbial needle, i.e. sending a bow and arrow through a relatively small opening, and there was still a collision set involved with that, and that arrow was quickly defeated, which kind of annoyed me. But yeah, definitely, if you like this whole action adventure genre and you like the ability of just going out and kind of exploring open world style while semi-open world. I wouldn't call it a true open world. It's very open, but at the same time, it is still kind of linear. All in all, go out and buy it. Like I said, if you are that fan of action adventure, go out to your GameStop. Quit stalling, if you will. It's been over a year. It should be relatively cheap. It should be like maybe $20-30. I think I paid $28 for mine. Actually, I can't remember what I paid for the PC copy. I just basically bought it off of Steam and called it a day. I didn't even look at the price, but I believe it was $28 at GameStop. Buy it, play it. You shouldn't be disappointed unless you are like extremely old school die-hard Tomb Raider. That, on the other hand, yeah, you'll kind of be looking at this, scratching your head like, are you serious? Why'd they change this? Why'd they change that? All in all, though, go out, buy it. You'll like it. Call it a day. Like I said before, I'm looking forward to rocking out the Rise of Tomb Raider as soon as it becomes available. And until that time, I'm waiting like the rest of you guys. I'm also waiting for the new Uncharted. Was it the End of Thieves or something like that? But either way, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to drop them in the comment box below. I try and reply to comments as soon as I get them, or within a relatively short amount of time. If you like this video or you found it informative at all, by all means, please hit the like button, give us a little thumbs up. It helps out a lot. And also at the same time, if you hit the little subscribe button as well, all the videos that we kick out in the future, some of which I can not really talk about because it's kind of a hush hush secret, mainly because they might be coming, we might be getting copies before they get released, hopefully. But either way, whenever those videos come around, you'll be able to pretty much know that they've been uploaded and that we've kicked them out, so you could watch those as well. But for now, I'm going to let this finish out a little bit, and you guys take it easy. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next night. This is Ghost Gamer, and I'm out of here.